Hi folks, here we are on a real day today. An order come in, I think it was 2 days ago, for about 6 polo shirts and 4 hoodies, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Sharon took the order. But she asked me to do the graphics, and the person wanted us to design some sort of a logo. All we had was an image on the side of their van. They had a little picture of a tree on there, and they wanted us just to come up with something pretty similar. I'm just cutting it out now on the craft cameo silhouette. But I never had any of the gold vinyl in. I've had a couple of people ask me about the types of vinyls that I use. Well, I use a basic standard vinyl, and there's many different varieties out there. I use one at the moment called MDP Flex, and it's a standard cold peel product that you heat up for 15 seconds, and the temperature I think is about 150 degrees C. But the reason why I use it is because it's very easy to weed out. Now, if you're using polo shirts like I have on this order, and also hoodies, for the polo shirts, obviously there's going to be a little breast logo. And to get this small enough, this item, weeding out very small letters can be a bit of a problem. Let me take you over and show you what I mean. Now, yesterday I did a mock-up with just a white graphic, because as I say, I didn't have the vinyl in stock, the gold coloured vinyl, so I just done a mock-up of the white vinyl just to see how small I could get it. And let me show you the size of the letters here, just to show you. This is a medium black polo shirt, by the way, and as I say, I've just put this on there just to give me some sort of idea what size the graphic was going to look like. So as you can see here, the little bits of weeding, can you see on the little A there, for example, how small that is to weed out. Now, you realistically don't want to go any smaller with this sort of letters here, and that's the sort of size the logo would look. And this vinyl was the stretch vinyl, which is quite awkward to pull out on. So today, lucky enough, as I say, I ordered my sheets of vinyl yesterday online, and they've actually turned up today. So as I say, this wasn't the MDP Flex which I normally use, this was the stretchy Flex vinyl. Well, the MDP Flex has actually turned up today, and as you can probably see, I've got it here, and I don't know if you can see that, can you? It's on the backing sheet. I've actually cut it out, but when I hold it over there, I was actually able to make the writing slightly smaller than this, even though this one was troublesome. But this one now, because it weeds so easily, I was actually able to make it slightly smaller. And I think, can you see there how small the A is, like the hole on the A there? As I say, with certain vinyls that can be a right problem, but in the case of this Flex I'm using here, MDP Flex Cold Peel, it really weeds away easily. So once I've done that, as I say, I've got the design now. As I say, the t-shirts come in we don't normally keep a large selection of polo shirts, or we definitely don't keep hoodies in stock, although we do advertise hoodies on our eBay shops. And once you find your good company to deal with, our delivery is normally the next working day. So we got these the day before yesterday, because Sharon pre-ordered these, and I ordered the vinyl yesterday, and it's coming today. So let's show you the sheet I've just cut out now. Let me go and get it. Right, now for the sake of things being easy, all I've done basically, I just bought some, I think they're 230 wide by 500. This isn't 500 now because I've obviously cut the top off. But this is how I actually just bought my sheets. They're about £1.35 a sheet, so it's an easy way to get a small amount of stock and keep it for your cutter. I could have gone for the A3 size, which is like 330mm across, but I didn't really bother about it, to be honest with you. So I just wanted that to get this job out of the way. So anyway, so I've just cut out another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images on there. You can't see that. Now, this is typically what I do when we get a batch of t-shirts in, a job to do, and they're on the vinyl. So first of all, I clear the area. We always want a nice clean work area. And as I said to you before, one of these work mats, I don't know what size cutting mat this is, but this is a great tool for also lining up, because when these are cut by your company, I haven't cut these to size, the company's cut these to size, everything's dead straight because they're done on big guillotines or whatever, so you know you're dealing with straight lines. So if you're going to be making cuts to cut the items out and for lining up purposes, get one of these, because all these lines are also parallel and straight and everything. So all I first of all do is cut these 6 items down into manageable chunks now for each individual graphic. So I'm just going to zoom along and do that. Right, so there's my first 6 images there. So all I'm going to do now, show you how easy this stuff is to weed out. Now don't forget, we're dealing with a very small piece of writing here, and also some small articles there for the little tree that I've created. So let's just show you how I do this. Now again, you've got to just be a little bit careful when you're dealing with this. So I'm just going to look for the best way to start. Well, I think it's going to be over here. So pull it up and start your peel. Once you start your peel, just be mindful that you've got some small pieces there. So don't go mad. Just gently pull it away. And I'm trying to do this in real time for you, so you get an indication of how fast to pull it. As I say, the temptation here is to just go mad and whip it off. You see people on YouTube just pulling it off fast, but when you're dealing with smaller items like this, just be mindful that there are some very small intricate pieces there, and a little tug on them, you'll see them start to give some of the letters, the cutouts around the letters. So just be mindful of the vinyl. But if you've got a decent vinyl, you'll have no problems with the weeding. And what you'll also find, I've heard some people say that they do struggle because pulling the vinyl off like this is very, very tough to do, and that can happen when you're dealing with old vinyls that have been sort of old stock or whatever. So just be mindful. That's the benefit of buying from a known supplier, that your stuff's sort of up to date, so to speak. So right, so there we go. So I've done the main first part. As you can see, that didn't take too long at all. There it is there. I've now got to take out all the O's and P's or whatever, and you'll see how small and tiny these are. So I always have a system. I don't just go randomly all over the place. I'm just pulling out, and I plonk it down there. Pull out and plonk it down there. So that's the first word done, and then I go to the next lot of words. Pull out, plonk it down there. Again, all real time this is a real time job, and smaller letters you'll find are more fiddlier to weed. You've got to have a good eye for the smaller letters. As I say, the little R's, the little insert of the R there, quite a tricky little one, but comes out nice and easy with a decent vinyl. The part of the O. There we go. Now I've seen some people on YouTube come from sort of the Far East, and they zoom through this and do it really, really quick. I'm not that quick. Like the little A, for example, here. Now my eyes ain't the greatest, but there we go. I've just got it out there. And you just persevere. And it's a bit therapeutic. I said to Sharon that I actually don't mind doing this. It's quite therapeutic. And Sharon says the same. So once you've got the hang of it, it becomes a little bit of a challenge, like a little puzzle, you could say. It's like a little game. So, you know, you do sort of sit down and just get through them, and you'll enjoy it. See, now I'm suffering on this one because of my blinking eyes. And I think that's it. I'll just have a little check. I always turn it around to make sure. Yep, everything there is absolutely perfect. And all I'll do there is I'll get me a bit of sticky paper, put it over all them little odds and ends which I showed you about, and then just pull it up. So I've collected up all them little bits and pieces which could get stuck on here that you couldn't see when you lay your garment down. A real job in progress. I'm going to just zoom along and do these, and then we're going out for some lunch. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you. This is a little job. These little jobs do come in. We don't normally stock a lot of polo shirts. We have got some like in the various sizes. Someone's come in with an order. They wanted us to do a little bit of a design. I've done a little bit of a trickery on using Photoshop just to change things about. And when I imported it into my Cameo craft cutter, I just zoomed the outline, cut the outlines of the image, and it's in one gold colour. It's nothing like the original image that's on there. And hey presto, we've got this fantastic new logo for this little company there, which is what they required. And there you go. Work in progress job. This is what happens when you're doing printing. And these sort of jobs can come in at any time. This is a family friend whose son has his own business, so it's just a matter of getting your name out there. Once people start to know that you do this sort of thing, it will pick up. Don't think you're going to start off suddenly selling hundreds and hundreds of t-shirts a week. It doesn't happen like that. It didn't happen with me right at the beginning. and you'll slowly get your name out, word of mouth. And don't worry about building up a website and trying to sell everything on a website. Then you've got to start thinking about how to promote a website and all that. Don't bother going down that road. Word of mouth, use Facebook, and also use eBay, because there you've got an army of buyers who are looking for items, designs with money in their pocket. Well, there you go. That's a job in progress. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you. See you again in the next episode. Oh, and by the way, we've got a new mug press coming in the very near future, so look out for that one, and also a new cap press, which we're going to be reviewing as well. So keep your eyes out for them ones, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.